You know what's crazy? Most raid players, especially new, are trying to make one champion carry their entire account, when the real secret is making your whole team work together. Because of a random pile of strong champs, that's not a team. That's just 5 co-workers trapped in an elevator together. But now synergy. Synergy turns mediocre champs into monsters. Today, I want to show you the strategy that can instantly boost your raid power. No spending, no insane gear, no mythicals. Once this clicks, your account changes forever. I'm raiding with Deuce. Let's get this started. Here's a mistake almost everybody makes. Early game, mid game, doesn't matter. They build champions based only on damage. Oh wow, this one hits hard. Oh wow, cool animation. Oh wow, this one solos campaign. Meanwhile, their actual team has no decreased defense, no speed control, no protection, no setup, no plan. Just vibes, going by what looks the coolest. And then they wonder why their nuker still hits like a wet noodle. Here's the truth. Your damage dealer is only as good as the team around him. One proper setup champion can double your damage output overnight. That's why synergy matters more than raw power. You may be asking yourself, what is synergy? Synergy is simple. Every champion should make the next champion's job just a little bit easier. Think of it like dominoes. One move flows into the next. The classic raid combo looks like this. Speed boosters go first. Decreased defense hits second. Crowd control or weaken lands third. Nuker deletes the enemy. Take you over to arena and kind of show you what I'm talking about. Here we got Arbiter as our speed booster. Mikey is our decreased defense. He's going to go second. Our crowd control, who happens to be a crowd favorite of Armand's. And then I got Harima as my nuker. Take it off of auto real quick. Arbiter, her speed aura, she boosted Armand, so he's going to go first. He's going to crowd control the team. Wish he put more stuns on more people, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. Then he's going to go behind. Decrease turn meter. Arbiter's now going to go put up increase attack and boost our turn count. Then you got your decrease attack, leech, taunt. And over here you got your decreased defense and stun. With Mikey, I like to go with his A3 first. And then the nice thing about Harima, she's going to also be able to put a provoke and take care of most of the enemy. And then it's going to go back over again. And now we'll set it to auto and just watch them do their thing. Nice stun there. And then the nice kill. That is synergy. Compare it to a random healer, random nuker, random tank, and someone running a chicken for absolutely no reason. That team has no direction. Synergy creates momentum, and momentum wins fights before they ever start. By now you've been building champs. Now let's use those champs to help us build teams. This is the shift that changes accounts. Stop asking, who's my best champion? And start asking, who works best together? That question will change everything. A good team beats a good champion every single time. Now, as I was showing you, we got our speed booster. This is just an example team setup. Now, this team is able to punch way above its account power because each champion multiplies the next one's value instead of just stacking random stats. They will work together. There are 4 types of synergy that every account must have. And we'll be going over that here in a second with Clan Boss. First is speed synergy. Speed is king. If your team goes first, you control the fight. If the enemy goes first, you become the content. You want a speed aura, turn meter boost, speed buffs, and turn meter reduction if called for. Speed synergy is control. Then we go into number 2 of it, debuff synergy. Decrease defense, weaken, poisons, HP burn. These debuffs all stack value. A nuker without decreased defense is like bringing a spoon to a sword fight. Number 3 is survival synergy. This is where most players fall apart, especially Clan Boss Doom Tower. You'll need ally protection, increased defense, shields, healing, revives, that kind of stuff. One reviver can easily flip a failed run into a full clear. And then you have your damage synergy. Certain champions go completely insane together. Poison activators, HP burn activators, counterattack teams, hex teams. This is where Raid stops being the strongest champion wins and starts being chess. I'm going to go ahead, just to kind of show you what I mean. We're going to have this fight going. I got Elva here. She's my speed booster. She's also my reviver and healer. She does have a speed aura. I've got Freya over here. She provides shields, increased defense, and she also does remove buffs as well. Debuffs, sorry. So does Elva. Then I got Geomancer over here. Big Geo. He provides our weaken, our HP burns. Nice thing about Geo, he reflects damage when he's hit as long as the enemy that's hitting is under HP burn. Xeno, he's here for one thing. Place those poisons, baby. And then we got Harima here. She's here for one thing and one thing only. Hit. Put in damage, as much damage as humanly possible. Now this team, it won't go the full 49 turns. I don't have the gear to be able to pull that. But a nice thing about Geomancer here, he will also take down and remove buffs that the enemy might have. Like this increase attack should be on his next turn. We'll remove that. And then Harima, she just went added a decrease attack for us, so that'll help our survivability a little bit as well. See, he just stole the buff, now he's got the increase attack. And instead of watching this boring run, we'll come back to it at the end. Oh, another thing I forgot to bring up real quick, as this run probably is going to come to an end here pretty soon. Xenomorph right here, once in a while, as long as his accuracy is high enough, he'll put up Brimstone. Brimstone is extremely valuable, especially in Clan Boss. Right there, he landed the Brimstone. what that Brimstone's going to do is once the Demon Lord attacks, hopefully we'll see it right here. Yep, there's the Brimstone, and it added 250,000 damage upon to what we are already doing. And now, higher in level, he's hitting a little bit harder. He's able to break through our defenses. Like I said, I don't have the best gear on him. I wish I could 1-key Ultra Nightmare on this account. That is the goal. But again, this is my free-to-play account, so I'm not expecting miracles. We passed up 35 million. Now we're in 2-key area, and now we're in trouble. Our Reviver's gone. 2 of our damage and debuffs are gone. Now it's up to Harima and Freya. This round is over. But hey, ending at 40 million, I'm not going to complain. Right there, you can see we ended with 40.99 million damage dealt. The team worked with synergy. Elva with her speed boost and her healing. She brought in 2.1 million of healing. No damage. She's not expected to do damage. Geomancer with his HP burns, his beacon, and his reflect damage did a whopping 15 mil. Freya, she was just there to help protect. Harima, she came in third with 9.1 million damage. Not too shabby. And Xenomorph with his Brimstone came in at 14.9 million damage, coming real close to what Geomancer did. That's part of synergy. They work together. One falls into the other. Now you might ask how to find synergy in your account. Let's move into that. Here's how we're going to do it right now. Right now. Come on. We're going to go over here. You want to open up your roster. And instead of hunting for your strongest champions, you're going to want to go and look for buffers, debuffers, controllers, turn meter champs, protectors. Now, protector, that's going to be Freya. She's going to protect. She's able to do a provoke. She's going to place our shield and our increased defense. That's going to protect our guys and help us live a little bit longer. She's also going to put up our block debuffs. Debuffers, well, we've got, just because it's right here, Xenomorph. His A1 is going to put up our poisons. He's going to be able to put up True Fear, Stun, Infest, great for wave content. And then he just does damage with his A3. Nice thing about him, he gets hit, he also puts up poison. Controllers, like Armand's, he's got your stun, he's got your sheep, he's got increasing the cooldown of a random skill by 2 turns. Another one that's also a good DPS is going to be Alice. She attacks an enemy, places an extra hit if the target has an active cooldown. Sorry, English is hard today, obviously. Each hit has an 80% chance of decreasing the duration of a random buff on the target, so she strips buffs as well. She also attacks all enemies and has a chance to increase the cooldowns of all enemy skills. And then she comes in and ignores the enemy's defense and just attacks it straight up. Turn meter champs, you can come over here. You can find all these in your champion filter. Buffs, you got your increased defense, your increased attacks, continuous heals, speed boosters, like Hilvi, Elva, Apothecary, Syl, High Katoon, they're all speed boosters. Debuffers are all going to be right here. Decrease defense, decrease attack, HP burn, poison, bomb, decrease speed, and the list goes on. Another way to find out, like you want to go and get a turn meter champ, you want to boost turn meter. You'll go to your positive effects, fill turn meter, all these champions, in some way, boost turn meter. Remove debuffs. You also got one for revive. Now you go over to negative effects. And you want to, let's say you're battling Dark Fae, for example. Or Fire Knight. Decrease turn meter. This is important. Decrease the turn meter. Great one, especially for Fire Knight, is Cold Heart. Another one that double dips on skill is going to be High Katoon, especially in the early game. She boosts your speed and also can boost turn meter, but as well can decrease the enemy's turn meter. This is very valuable. And again, controllers, you've got Armands and a few others. Then you ask yourself, how do these champions help each other out? That's it, right there. That's the question. How do they help each other? Even rare champions can become incredible with the right synergy. And some legendaries are completely useless if they don't fit the team. You know the one. We all have one. For an example, I got a legendary right here that I guarantee does not fit in the team. Still, to this very day. I mean, he has some good debuffs and stuff, but when it comes down to it, there's better epics and better rares. That's why he's in my vault and I don't use him. I mule gear on him. Now here's something to remember. The account boost effect. Okay? When you start building synergy, everything improves at once. Go over here to Arena real quick. With that synergy, I can easily go from Silver 3 up to Gold 1 or 2 in Arena because of the synergy. A lot of teams don't have synergy. Like this one right here. PWE, not sure how to say it, don't want to butcher it. I don't see a ton of the synergy. There's a little bit of decreased defense, block buffs, increase attack with a speed aura, and then their DPS. Now with my team, I can come in, we'll start on auto. You see I'm 182 team power. They're 233. I should be the prey. Because of team synergy, I was able to go first because speed is king. I'm not going to let them get their debuffs on me, my synergy is going to keep me going faster and hitting harder. Like that provoke right there, that was valuable because he's going to be more focused on not reviving, but hitting me. And then Armand's came in, put his skills on cooldown, and then stunned him. That easy. It'll be better arena wins. We'll go over here real quick to dungeons. And we'll do, heck with it, a spider run real quick. Team Synergy. I got my speed booster. She's here for healing. I got Geomancer here for HP burn and his HP aura. Mordecai here for big HP burns. And then I got 2 cold hearts here that are going to come in and decrease turn meter and put in a ton of damage against the spider and spiderlings. Take this off. Let's show you what I'm talking about real quick as they work together. Slow it down a little bit. Elva goes in, puts up a block debuff, increase the whole team's speed. Geo puts HP burn on the mother spider. Mordecai did HP burn to all the spiderlings. And then the cold hearts, they're just here to put in work. But the main part of the damage for this is going to be the HP burns. The HP burns are going to constantly putting in the damage. I'm not expecting everyone to live. I wish they would. Like I said, this team doesn't have the best gear. It's not the strongest account. They just gotta survive and hit. That's it. As long as those HP burns keep burning mana, we're good. Now that was bad. And I'm gonna go ahead, let this run continue. I think my champs might be missing some gear, and we'll come back at the end of it. And here we are at the end. Finally finished it off. Wasn't the prettiest of runs, but you can see Mordecai, 5 million damage. Geomancer, 2.2 million. I can guarantee my cold hearts, they're ungeared for some reason. I probably used it on some other content. And Elbow was just healing and reviving away. So, synergy, faster dungeon clears, better arena wins, more clan boss damage, more resources that you're going to get through progress in the game. And who doesn't want more resources? Along with that, you're also going to get better gear and faster progression. It'll almost seem that your account will feel stronger overnight. Not because your champions changed, but because your strategy did. That's a real power spike in Raid. Today's video was brought to you by a random arena defense team. Because nothing builds confidence faster than seeing a level 73 account, no speed lead, uncompleted champions. What's going on here? Thank you, random arena teams, for reminding us that matchmaking is a social experiment. So, if you take one thing away from this video, make it this. Stop building individual champions, start building systems. Because synergy is the difference between struggling and farming, between surviving and dominating, between stuck and progression. Once you understand team synergy, your account starts snowballing fast. Again, thank you for joining us. If this helped you rethink your teams, hit that like button, subscribe, and now I got a question. What's the best synergy combo in your account right now? Drop it in the comments. And if your answer is 5 nukers and hope, buddy, we need to talk. Catch you in the next one. Love you guys. Have a good one.